So you might have read recently about deep fakes and using artificial intelligence to look at faces and predict face movement, eye blinks, mouth openings, etc. And coupled with lip syncing and voice capture, it's possible to throw a set of a typed script at a voice and face and get someone to look like they're actually speaking something. So there was a famous one recently about the Queen giving a deep fake speech. And it's only in the last week or so that MyHeritage has brought out, and you can join this for free, the similar sort of technology on animated photos. So you take a photo, you throw it in the machine, and it works out up, down, left, right movements. It's plotting the lines of the eyes, the positions of the nose, the sort of biometrics that the electronic passport system uses. And then it's working out a series of standard facial 3D models. It's wrapping the 2D image around it and then showing you that model moving with realistic blinking eyes, moving eyes, so that there's a focus of change, and there's different emotional looks in there. Only when we have teeth in the original photo are we going to get teeth. If there's no teeth in the original photo, then it's not going to invent something. All it's doing is stretching an image in real time. So let's have a look at what I've done in here. So my research is about John Frederick Bateman, and I got this image off the internet, and I haven't worked out how to unsharpen and uncolorize. But if we look at Bateman, this is his original picture. I've blown it up quite considerably, and I've enhanced it and I've colorized it. The colorization is not brilliant on this because his black suit has gone a little bit shiny, but the face is quite good. So if we want to view the animation, we see it here. So a lot of people are thinking this is a little bit creepy, and to some extent it is a little bit creepy because it's so good. You have him sort of looking off into the distance, having a little think, and then looking at the camera, sort of musing. The original photo is slightly off to the side, so the artificial intelligence is getting his face to move towards us. But of course, because there are no teeth in the shot, you can't animate the teeth. So I've made and deleted. There's a way of editing these now. How do we edit? Oh, is it this one? Oh, right, okay. So if you click the little cog, you can, it doesn't do it in real time. You've got to click preview and it goes away and works it all out. They're not saved in cache. But you have saturation, that's before, that's after. So we'll keep the contrast, that seems to be okay. The saturation is a little bit bold. I found out that playing around with the manual rendering, which I'm not quite sure what it does, but the alternative model does seem to give a better coloration of the black or the charcoal suit. Now I've only played around with this for a few minutes, and what I'm going to do is create a new one of one of the Brontes. There are very few photographic images of the Brontes, and I've gone on to Google and I've got one which is just up here, and we're going to drag that in a moment. The reason I'm showing you my FileZilla here is that I've got various images which I'm going to put into a Night Labs timeline, of which Bateman, the animation of Bateman, is in there. Now this has taken a bit of time. It tends to slow down when I'm recording. What you can do is download the image there, and there's another download somewhere else, and of course you can share. You can probably get the iframe embed link, but there is a download, and this Bateman animated.mp4 is just less than 4 meg. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be playing ball at the minute. Let's just go back and start a new one. So my photos, if we go here, we're going to upload a photo. We're just going to drag one of the Brontes. This I think is the eldest Bronte. I can't tell you who that is. I can't remember. And Charlotte or the other one. Done. Let's view album. So we have the animated, corrected and coloured Bateman, and we've got our Anne Bronte, or Charlotte Bronte, whichever one. When you click Enhance, it goes away and it sharpens the image quite dramatically, and it gives you this slider. So that's after, that's before. Okay, that's quite a stunning sharpening. The face is absolutely brilliant. Just look at that face. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. Okay, so let's animate. And you can start to see the individual hairs on her head. It's sharpened it that much, that realistically. Really impressive. Now I think that this will blow a lot of people away. Those that are used to pen and ink and engraved images of people, and where images, photographic images, were captured sort of the middle of the 19th century. I think they're going to be blown away by this. Download here, share here, let's see what we can do. Copy link. So it doesn't look like we've got an embed, but you need to investigate copyright for yourselves, but you could possibly put this up on YouTube and do an embed. So let's just have a look at that, and then colorize. Again, it will give us the slider, and we can go to the little cog wherever that is, and let's play animation and see what she now looks like. So sometimes you've got to tone down the coloration. The saturation seems a little bit strong, but it tends to get the skin tones reasonably well. I mean, they spent a lot of time outside, so I imagine the faces are quite brown. But that's quite impressive, and for a download, you know, bringing the Brontes to life. I'm impressed with that. So let's download, and I'll see you on the other side.